Of course, it's those very bold verses. I like them masculine because I used to have this like sort of, well, it used to be a problem because see, this is the really powerful thing. But down there, it was like, no offense, but like really no offense, but the problem was that the men they had haircuts. I don't like haircuts. For me, it's retarded. I like them masculine, and I like them like I'm saying that those verses are good. They're versatile because like this is like I don't like douchebag haircuts. It's stupid. Like for no, I'm not saying it's stupid. Like there are some people have haircuts, but for me it's retarded. I'm not saying that they are retarded, but I'm getting bored. Okay, well, yeah, because like a short haircut, it's like it doesn't do anything. It's like what? It's not attractive. Attractive is like all features of everything. Like it has to have all aspects of life. It has to have hair, and it's like great. I love long hair. It's like I'm so fascinated. Like the more royal, the better hair. Remember Hetfield? I'm saying Hetfield is great. He's like really sexy. He's very sexy. James Hetfield, James Hetfield is a very sexy guy. Sexy and intelligent. And this is a maze of the Minotaur. Yeah. And he's very attractive because he's intelligent, but unfortunately it turned it a little bit into dad rock. People, they attend Metallica concerts. It's dads with twinks, and so Hetfield, he's like pleasing the crowd, I guess, and he's acquiring his facial features. His facial features turn out to be like a little, twink is not little, but like like a person who's like pleasing their father. So I have those baskets. They're kind of bad baskets. I wish it was a vicar basket. It would be much more. Well, the vicar kind of set a skint, but in Scandinavia, you can get. I stepped on this. In Scandinavia, you can get. I could get like really expensive baskets. I know it's ugly. You put your hand in it, and this is like for the poor. You put your hand in it. That's a very good cosmetic. I love it. You put your hand in that basket, and it's like the rib cage of a fish. Yeah. So yes, that's like of a shark. Yeah. Okay. I'm returning justice of a shark. Okay. But like, this is acting. They're being Robert Trujillo, not to offend Roberts. They're being Trujillo. This is natural honey. I love honey. I love honey. And I'd return right there to speak of honey. But this is also justifiable. This is the symbolism of advocacy. They're protecting the person who they're either enacting, which means putting into practice, wcielają w życie justice. And like they're saying a perpetrator, a person who, a perpetrator, that's what it's called. And they're killing them. And a lot of front lines engage in, because like others, classy people throughout ages, they have been engaging in kind of like more bold sports activity, but they have not been hurting each other. And the front line, like a lot of like your simple white people, blondes, well, not to say anything about blondes, because like sometimes you have to watch out with blondes, but like I would never marry a submissive bottom. Like it just won't do. But can't you imagine somebody having a submissive bottom as a husband? And blondes are submissives, unless they're females, but that's different. But if someone is a natural blonde, it's like so ridiculous. Yeah. So, yeah. So this is Trujillo. This is like a complete act. They're like oh, please adopt me. This is what they're saying. Shlomo, they're saying, oh, take me now. They're saying, take me now. Uh, I forgot the word. The lyrics are like, take me now. Your Venus in my hands. Take me now. That's what the submissive bottoms are saying, and like this is the facial feature of a submissive bottom in Ukraine who's asking for to adopt them. And then you're gonna have in Sweden, you're gonna have Ukrainians. You want that? You want Ukrainians in Sweden? You want Russian language in Sweden? Take me now, a killer within my hands. Take me now. Like of course, like an adopter, a person who's adopting. They would most likely from the adoptee be expecting to have killer within their hands because they're getting bored, but like payback is going to be there. Payback. So, the adopter is definitely expecting entertainment. And entertainment, like, of course, but it's like, no, you're a blonde man. You're nonetheless a submissive bottom. But we used to know Finn was a character. Like, not many people actually have people, but like, no, like even Robin Trujillo committed suicide because of that. Because there were no Mrs. Doubtfire in the Society of the Dead Poets. But now they did play Jacob, but they played him. But you have to remember that they're actual descendants of people who have been to concentration camps. And I haven't, but I know that many have. And I constantly put my mind back to the situation of even the simplest 83 years ago. It was just, like the people are still living of World War II. But it depends, have you been, a nursing nurse? I always laugh at the nurses, I don't know why. I mean, of course, they're great. They're great. If they wipe your ass, that's nice. But I like the mail, so I like my emails, muchas. So definitely, like, no, but a man, I've dated a male nurse, and it was a supernatural experience. They were so different, and they were a descendant of Eisenhower, of Dwight. They were Dwight's family, and they were like, well, yeah, but I know like everything. I know how to handle situations, and I know how to handle. That's intelligence, but to be a caregiver, you have to be a man, and to be a man, you have to be attractive. I can't imagine men without hair. Okay, the military sometimes they because it's their attire, their suit, even here requires them to have well, no, but I can definitely imagine and put into life a hayal with hair which isn't a douchebag haircut. Because a douchebag is like when you go to the hairdresser. That's gay. I hate gays. Like, gays are retarded. I would never be sharing a city with a male who's gay. I hate gays. Like, I'm like, are you retarded? I'm not speaking to gay men. I don't like men gay. That's retarded. Like, I don't want any effeminate retards. I don't like that. Like, it's retarded. I like the man to be a man, not a retard. Like, a retarded child, thanks. I'm not into the world of childhood. Never been. Like, I mean, there have been kids around, but like, I was like, oh yeah, so it's great. I was a kid, so I was like, okay, it's good. But like, how like, I would never retrieve back to childhood in my adult life, not for a reason, not without, like, for and yes, not for without a reason, not for a blatantly stupid reason. I have became an adult to go back to adult life. What? I'm turning 25, or I don't know, 35 or 45, and what? I do go back to childhood? Ever. With an N before it. To go back to retardation. Like, we go forward, we don't go backwards. I never, like, this is, okay, this wisdom. But if you, like, engage in school life, you become, like, one of those caregivers. Like, and I really, like, I care because I like to be nice. But I don't care without sexual arousal. Like, the only time I care is, like, when there's a mutual relation. And with kids, like, you're not related to kids. You wait, and the mothers who give birth to people, because only women can give birth, obviously, they're lesbians. They're like, okay, well, not everywhere, the white women, everywhere apart from Israel. Israel is different. Israel has to be reborn because they experienced the Holocaust. And everywhere in the white women, and apart from black women, and Indian women, and so Latino women. So they give birth, and they're like, oh, she's pregnant, and there's a coalition of submissive bottoms. Every woman is a submissive bottom. And they're like, okay, she's pregnant, and they're like forming a pack of the female wolves that are getting fucked by the alpha male. By the alpha wolf. I mean, they're not one of them. So the women, they're like, okay, so we're forming a coalition of ladies, and like I have never done that in my life. I have never been in a group of girls ever. I've spoken to females, and I had friends that they're intelligent, but I never put any sexuality into the thought of another female. And the women who are pregnant, they're like, oh, because you can't make a man think about pregnancy because there's going to be gay. And I don't like men who are gay.